Not everything is sufficient at every time. Majority of us have this silly idea that you can lead a licentious life and somehow correct it in the future. Now, this might not be the case for every single person. Imagine a man who at age 60 decides to go into professional football. His zeal is correct, but the system that guards that sport prohibits him from engaging, at least at a professional level. Even Jesus said, I must walk the walk of him that sent me, for the night, or while it is day, for the night cometh when no man walketh. So Jesus, as powerful as he was still limited to time. 12 o'clock in Nigeria is 12 o'clock every single place in Nigeria. You are constrained to that time zone as long as you are within this territory. So even technological advancement, the groundbreaking discovery in AI, etc., they have not been able to discover ways to add time. Yeah, there are skills in managing time. There are things you can deploy to utilize the 24 hours given to you. But every single individual has been allotted 24 hours. Time is very important. Take another example. A man who at age 70 finally finds his place in purpose, life, and destiny. He already is at a disadvantage because, according to his chronological age, he is limited. There are things his physicality won't permit him to do. What if he was supposed to be an athlete who would end up using his work ethic as a motivation to the world, to the society by extension? Would he still be able to achieve that kind of purpose? Exactly. So time is of the essence. Time is very significant in everything. Take for instance a pregnant woman who conceives. If she delivers after 3 months and another person who delivers after 9 months, on one side you would commemorate with the first person and you congratulate the second person. It's still the same process of delivery, but what's the difference? Timing. If you start a business today and it explodes into $1 billion, you most likely be scared of your success because you're smart enough to understand the law of time and process, that there are certain things that take time. And even you would understand that that's blind luck and it's only a matter of time before you revert back to the initial stage, because there are so many skills that are to be deployed in achieving that kind of result. Oh yeah, what if I went to business school? My friend, there are two different things in running a theoretical business than an actual business. I guarantee you will learn more from running a sandwich business or hot dog business by the roadside than you will learn from some Harvard University. It's all theory. If you've ever run a business, you understand the role chance had to play, the role circumstance had to play, the role your team had to play. It's just all some kind of theoretical dissection. Now, I'm not trying to shit on Harvard. I'm not trying to say it is wrong to go to a business school, but just to buttress on the point that going to a business school, attending these seminars does not guarantee your success. That's the first thing. Another example and the wrap up on this point. Imagine you plant a seed and the next day it has already budded leaves with some kind of like a mango hanging on top of it. You most likely be shocked and you would either pray on it or do something, because you understand the law of process and time, that certain things take time, and you most likely not eat of that food because you feel like it's some kind of cost plan. Some of you will attribute it to demons, things of that nature. The law of time and process, the law of times and season, not process. To everything there is a purpose under the earth, and to every time, or to everything, a timing. The time to plant, the time to pluck that which is planted, a time to mourn, a time to laugh, a time to cry, a time to laugh. The consistent factor is time. Majority of you waste time. Majority of you do not understand that everything is an investment. So anytime you spend time wasted it, you must learn how to invest your time towards your destiny. Everybody says they have a dream and they're just waiting for the day that that dream will arrive, not taking the necessary steps that helps maximize that season. The real stage is where nobody sees you. That's where the real stage is. Champions are not made in the arena. Champions are made in the 9 to 5, the 5 a day, the 2 a day, the early morning run. That's where champions are made. I define time to two branches theoretically. The first one is Kairos, the second one is Chronos. So Chronos is the chronological passage of time in minutes, seconds, hours, days, months, and even years. So while Kairos is the event, that moment in your life, that defining season that translates you from point A to point B. Waiting for Kairos to arrive without maximizing your Chronos is only a recipe for frustration. There are so many people who tell you, oh, it took me X amount of years. I was preparing every single day, going after it, no results, still going after it, no results, still going after it, until boom, suddenly happened. That initial happening, that moment that translates them from point A to point B is the Kairos. And if you did not maximize your Chronos, you would only recycle pain when you arrive at Kairos. Majority of you just obsessed. You say, oh, I'm a top businessman. You listen to a podcast, recite a few quotes, you walk like the businessman, you gather your friends, 3, 4, 5 of them who you know more than. And when you speak, you're good, you're good, you're good. And you're walking with your chin up, with your chin held up high. Don't worry, God has helped us. And you are mediocres. The Bible says it. Those who compare themselves against themselves are not wise. There's no rising for you if that's what you've been doing. Gauge yourself from a global standpoint. Learn the culture of hard work. Learn how to maximize your season. You see, occupying yourself with different activities is not necessarily hard work. Dissipation of energy is not hard work. It's like walking on a treadmill. You're working hard, but you're getting nowhere. You must discover, or you must sustain the ability to be strategic both with your time and your resources. Start doing things that moves you towards your goal. I want you to ask yourself the question. Replay your whole day. Ask yourself, all these activities, how do they move me towards my goal? You say you're a billionaire. All the activities, watching movies, playing around, someone walks to your door and say, bro, let's go get gas. Hold up, give me 5 minutes, let me put on my shirt. You're wasting your time. You wake up, no consequence. You sleep 9 hours a day. You spend 4 hours with your friends, no consequence, no bearing of your time. That is a very mediocre way to live. Here's the trajectory of the average man. You are born, you go to school, you get a job, get married, have kids, struggle, arguing, and die. I guarantee that's not the life any single one of you wants to live. So sustain the ability to maximize seasons. Seasons of preparation as equally as important as the season of manifestation. It's not going to happen. Everybody who says, there's this stupid saying I see going around. He came out of nowhere. Nobody comes out of nowhere. It's you who didn't see them while they were preparing. Nobody comes out of nowhere. So sustain the ability to maximize seasons. Sustain the ability to be diligent in whatever endeavor you find yourself in, and you'll be fine. I hope this message helped plant a sense of urgency in every single thing you're doing. Stop wasting your time. It's always friends. It's a pleasure speaking to you. See you next week.